And that leads to my next question. Like, from your perspective, how do you think the COVID-19 pandemic has affected the public's perception of online learning?
Well, it depends. If you're talking about, public schooling and K through 12 and the university experience, oh, it's not positive right now. Um, I'm a mother, and I can say
Yeah,
they're
you see it
trying. They're
firsthand.
trying. They're
Yeah.
trying. The biggest problem is the bulk of these teachers were not ready for it. And that's so key. Anybody knows if you are not prepared for any kind of lesson, any kind of course, your chances for success are lower. The more time you have to prepare and get familiar with the technology that you're using, that's true for all of us. I mean, I remember the days of working with a CD player. If you didn't know that particular CD player with a remote control, you're in for quite a surprise, like in the middle of your lesson. You
Yeah.
need things to go smoothly, and it's one thing to have your lesson planning and time management and classroom management all under control, but if technology is not at your fingertips, you're not going to make it very easily. So I think the perception is negative right now because we got off to a really rocky start
Oh, yeah.
in the spring. But it depends on who you talk to. I've been online for over 10 years now, and obviously if the bulk of my students weren't happy with me, I still wouldn't be here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy to say that I have been teaching private lessons since 2009. I do have loyal students who stay with me not just for months, a few of them for years,
Mm-hmm.
because they want that ongoing training. So for them, it is the ideal option.
Yeah.
So it depends who you are, where you are, what your goals are. Ideally for the K through 12, and as a mother, I'd speak, I want the kids in the classroom. That's the
Oh, I
ideal
totally feel
situation.
you on that. I mean,
Oh, sure.
how old are your kids? Like, what grades are they in?
8th and 10th right now.
Oh, jeez.
And these are the key formative years of
Yeah.
socializing, and it's
Yeah.
everything, like we've just said, teachers who benefit from the staff room in that environment, especially the young teachers, just gaining all of that and absorbing the experience from veteran teachers. The kids, they're not getting all of the full experience, and the college experience is not just what happens in the classroom, it's everything around
Yeah.
that happens on the campus. And I feel so heartbroken for people who are not getting the full experience that they should, and
Yeah.
hopefully they will. But I think, that said, there is a wonderful experience to be had in online language learning, and there have been success stories. It's just again how you prepare, what platforms, what tools you choose, how you use them. And for the majority of people who do study with me, not just through videos but through live instruction, let's say the mass live streams or the one-on-one, this is the ideal option for them, online
Mm-hmm.
learning, because
Mm-hmm.
most of them nobody's in my zip code. Some are in
Mm-hmm.
the same time zone, a
Yeah.
few, maybe one or two in the same state, but majority are great distances from me.
Mm-hmm.
This is the best option. And we do have meaningful learning. We do have meaningful connections.
Mm-hmm.
And so for them, they would say it's amazing to be connected with people this way from different countries, cultures, and with a teacher who's there and
Right.
accessible like me. I'm
Yeah.
not just some person on YouTube. I'm a person and I'm
Mhm.
accessible. You can study with me
Yeah.
live.
Yeah, I like how you point out that it's not for everybody, but it's for some people, and that's the problem right now is everybody seems to be having to take this option, and we know it's not for everyone, unfortunately.
It isn't, but you really need to think. I mean, I'm also a writer. I've done everything from textbook writing, and I still do content creation, not just for myself, but when the opportunity comes along for a third party, I'll do that as well. And it's always exciting for me to be given a platform, a set of tools, and it's like writing inside a box. What can
Oh
you
yeah.
do? You get really creative. It's like, wow, I'm only limited to these 3 exercises types, or just this one.
Mhm.
Okay. And then you start getting really creative.
Yeah.
What can you do with multiple choice? I can do a lot, you know? I can do true, false, multiple choice. I can do a gap. It's like
Yeah.
you start getting excited by the possibility. So same thing, like with Zoom, it is not just the teacher in front of a camera lecturing. It can be so much more. And so the
Yeah.
teachers now, they've had the summer to figure it out. A lot of them, I can say, at least within the public school setting, what I'm seeing is that, if they've learned the breakout rooms, they've learned how to make it interactive, they've learned to manage the mics
Yeah.
and figure out how to give equal speaking time, how to engage. It's just time, creativity, and willingness to learn.